sanity. What exactly is the difference between smoke sanity? So complete smoke testing is done, and what is the difference between our stability and testability? Okay, stability, testability. All these topics are completed yesterday. Correct? Was it clear for everyone? With the notes, we have seen the difference between smoke and sanity. And in the last, I told you, still it is called as same. The only reason is both are done as soon as the build is installed. Okay. Now, all of you here, all of you, see, are we done with this topics? Difference between functional, non-functional, static, dynamic, QA, QC. Are we done? Okay. Okay, done. Smoke sanity. Difference between smoke sanity. Done, guys. So smoke sanity we have finished yesterday itself. So this functional, non-functional, static, dynamic, QA, QC. This is not done. This is not done. Correct. And one more thing, most important thing. Listen carefully here now. Everyone, have you written how a test case looks like? Have you written the format of test case? Has everyone written? Test case template, you have not written? Okay, because without that we can't start the regression testing. No one. One person in between Yamin, she says yes. Like what RTM? So big. What is my question? What is your answer? I'm asking test case template. Have you written? I'm asking, and you're talking about other things. I am asking template. Have you written? Not written. I am not asking you whether the topic is done or not. Correct. Uma has dictated. I know that. Correct. That's the reason I'm asking this. Only one person is saying yes. Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll do one thing. I'll consolidate it. Don't worry. I'll consolidate it. First, what we'll do is let's finish off this first. Here, one more thing I should add, that is my types of testing. Types of types of testing. This one thing I have to add. So this smoke sanity we have finished, guys. Same way, generally the manager is asking what are the different types of testing which we have. What is the difference between functional, non-functional, difference between static, dynamic, and difference between QA, QC. So these four topics, listen carefully. First, I'll do these four topics. Then I will give you the test case template. Because without the template, we can't start the regression testing. Those who have written the template, that we'll see what can be done. So first, all of you, these four topics are not done. Yes or no? What are the different types of testing we have? Difference between functional, non-functional, static, dynamic, QA, QC. All these things are not done. Done. Let's finish off this, guys. 1 minute. I'll open the screen. 1 minute, guys. I'm not showing the screen. I'm searching for the topic. Give me 1 minute. Process. 1 minute. Now observe, guys. Whenever I say testing process, first customer is going to give us the requirement. Only see this. Don't read or don't write anything. Just observe here. First customer is going to give us the requirement. The first one I'm talking about. Now see, when I say customer is going to give the requirement, he himself came to us. Yes or no? When I say customer is giving the requirement, he himself came to us. Yes or no? Yes. He himself came and he said that, sir, we want you to develop some software or some application. We are in need of it. Now, after he gave the requirement, everyone knows developer did one round of coding. Then he did one round of white box testing. And once the code is fine and the application is ready, it is installed in test server. This also you guys knows. And we do one round of functional testing, integration testing, system testing, until the application is stable. Once the app is stable, customer will not accept it blindly. So what he does, he also does one round of user acceptance testing. And in UAT, what scenarios is going to cover? I said, tell me. Let's assume this application was developed by Infosys. In UAT, what is its concentration? Assume it was developed by Infosys, and this application is nothing but, this is an ICICI application, some banking application I'm taking. This is ICICI, or I can call them as a customer. So here the example which I'm taking is ICICI. These are nothing but the customer. Ganesh's basic test scenarios are lay. Don't use whatever words you want, boss. Don't use whatever words you want. That is why you guys get failed in interview. I said only the business scenario, real-time scenarios. That is what is concentrating. You cannot say whatever you want. You cannot say. Only the business scenario. And the application customer was also satisfied, and they have taken it. Now guys, so whatever this application we have developed here, who is the owner of this application? Who is the owner? Correct, ICICI. My second question, can Infosys sell this software to other bankers? Same application, whatever they have developed, right? Can they sell it to other bankers? Correct. You are saying no. You are saying no because go there, baby. No security key. Concept is very simple. Boss, money was invested by the customer. Money was invested by the ICICI people. So how can that Infosys sell it to others? The complete copyright will be with ICICI only. So Infosys is just developing and handing over to the ICICI. They can't sell it to the other customers also. Is it clear? They cannot sell this to the other customers because ICICI has invested. ICICI invested. Now the question is, when ICICI was handing over the application to the customer, when it was handing over the application to the customer, code is also given, code is not given. Code is given, code is not given. Code is not given. Some people, 2-3 people are saying given, not given, not given, given, not given. Good. So this shows that, do you have any reason why you are saying that code is not given or given? Any reason is there, guys? Because many of you, whatever answers you want, you are giving. Sir, given, sir, not given, sir. According to your wish, you are giving. Any reason you have to tell whether given or not given? Any reason is there? Give me, let me see. Revati, smart answer. Depends on contract. Wrong answer. The customer don't need it. Infosys, okay, ICICI, why they need code, sir? They need only application. Good, guys. Very nice. You are asking me questions like a lawyer only. You are asking me. Very good. All lawyers understand one point. Release number 1 was done by Infosys. Okay. Release number 1 done was Infosys. After the release is completed, release number 2, I don't want to go for I don't want to go for Infosys. I didn't like them. I don't want to go for Infosys. I have decided to go for Wipro. Is it possible or it's not possible? I don't want to go for Infosys. I didn't like them. I want to go for Wipro. Possible, not possible? When I go to Wipro and say, Wipro, please do some enhancements. Please do some modifications. Or please do some changes. When I say Wipro, do some changes, what is the first question Wipro will ask? What is the first question Wipro will ask? Correct. Give me the source code or give me the old code. Do you think Wipro will sit and write the whole code once again? Will it sit and write the whole code once again? So now you give me the answer. When Infosys is handing over the application to the customer, code should be given or code should not be given? Customer will take the code, I will not take the code. Good. So now everyone answer is changed. But at least have you understood the logic now? Everyone have you understood the logic now? Yes? Don't disturb me, baby. That's all. Don't disturb me, please. I'll come and scold him. Go. Okay, guys. So compulsory, once Infosys develop this application, it is hand over the application as well as the code to the customer, as well as the code is also given to the customer. Everything is handed over and Infosys cannot sell this application to anyone else. Now, guys, any company or any software company which works in this fashion, remember, any software company which works in this fashion. See, when I say this fashion, they wait for the customer to give the requirement. Once the requirement was given, they start coding, they start testing, and then it is handed over to the customer. All such kind of company, they started calling it as service-based software companies, because they are giving the services. What type of services they are giving? Because they are giving the services, correct? What type of services? What type of services they are giving? Banking service, and emergency service. You go to hotel, what service they give? If you go to hotel, what service they give? Software service. Very good. Hotel I'm asking. Food service they give. You go to car showroom, they will give you car services. Like that, imagine service. When I say software companies, they give software services. It can be sometime bank, it can be sometime some online chatting applications, or it can be CRM applications, any application. They are giving software services, so it is called as a software companies. So this is the concept of service based software companies. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. Now one more question is there. Software companies wait until the customer comes and approach them. Yes or no? Software companies always wait until the customer comes and approach them. Okay. Now guys, let us take one more example. Let us take one more example. There is a company called as Oracle. Everyone has heard of Oracle. Oracle or Oracle or Oracle, according to your school English. According to school English, they use whatever word they want. No. I am coming to second. I'll come back to the first one. There is a company called as Oracle, and in this Oracle, in this Oracle, right now we have almost 1 lakh employees are there. And Oracle is also a software company. Why? Oracle is also a software company only. Why? Simple question that is. Correct, because they also create a software and give it to the customer. Simple concept. Or they also provide the software services only. So I'm saying that Oracle is also a software company. Now I said Oracle has 1 lakh customers with them. 1 lakh customers are there. Sorry, not customer. I'm sorry. 1 lakh employees are there, and suddenly the recession has come. Do you know the meaning of recession? Recession came. I think 2010 one recession came. 2001 recession came. Recession means no projects are getting in the software companies. I told you in the beginning also, all the projects we get are from your UK, your US, your Ireland, Canada, and Australia. These 5 countries. Now, due to their economy down, they stopped giving the projects. They stopped giving the projects. Right now, we don't need any project boss. Our economy is down. So now software companies are not getting any projects, and Oracle is having 1 lakh employee. Now what should Oracle do? That is called the recession. So tell me, what will Oracle do now? What will Oracle do? Complete recession is going on. Projects are not there. Correct. They have to fire the employees, throw the employees outside. Simple concept. Because I can't pay the salaries to thousands and thousands of people, so remove the employees. Next 3 months, again the market is up. Is it possible? Next 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, the market is up. Yes. See, closing of software is impossible because so many softwares are running. Next 3 months or within 6 months, if the software is up, again what they should do? Again start hiring. Very good. So you guys are giving simplest answer. First fire sir, then hire sir. Now my question is, which is tough? Hiring is tough or firing is tough? Which is tough? Hiring or firing? Firing is tough. Good. Many of you are right. Hiring is tough, guys. Every company always have requirement. Believe me, every company always have requirement. The problem is what you know? Correct? They don't get a proper resource. Biggest problem for any company that's suffering is because Engineering is completed for students, but they can't stand and speak for 5 minutes. Will you agree or not? Engineering is done, believe me. But when I say some 20 people are there, come stand on the stage and execute the project or explain the project what you have done, they can't speak. That's the truth I'm saying. So always remember, every company is finding very difficult to hire the people. So now Oracle came up with one plan. Anyhow, we have 1 lakh employees. 1 lakh employees are there. We don't want to throw them. We don't want to throw them because next 6 months, 7 months, again the market may be up. Again, we will waste time in hiring only. Now what they did, guys? Now what they did? See, who collects the requirement in the service-based company? Who collects the requirement? Everyone knows that answer. Correct. Business analyst. So don't forget that point. So here the requirements are collected by given, but given by customers only. Yes or no? It's given by customer only, but it is collected by business analyst. And did business analyst only went to customer or customer only called him? Who called? Customer only called him. Now, guys, careful listen now. Now, careful listen. Oracle, what he did? Oracle, what he did? He hired one person. In the recession, also, I'm saying he hired one person. He hired one person. This person is called as PA. BA is business analyst. PA is product analyst. Now, see, observe, both are called as analyst only. But BA is analyzing the business, whereas this PA is analyzing the product. Words are different. Yes or no? Yes or no? What is his job? I'll tell you. So now they hired one person called as product analyst, guys. And believe me, most of the test engineer, 50-60%, even when I joined as a fresher, I joined a product-based company. Okay. I wanted to become this. After getting 4-5 years of experience, because they are hugely paid. When I say product analyst, 5 years of experience, easily we can expect some 20-25 lakhs we can expect easily. But when they are giving 20-25 lakhs, do you think just because you have 5 years of experience, they will take you as a product analyst? Do you think like that? No. Now look at his job now. Look at his job. A product analyst. Boss, I am hiring you. I'm giving you designation as a product analyst. I want you to do one round of market analysis. Right now, we don't have a projects. Right now, there are no projects. Customer is not at all coming. So first thing, I want you to do one round of market analysis. As soon as the manager says do one round of market analysis, what is the first question PA will ask? Use common sense, guys. It's like a stories we are talking. Go do market analysis. What is the first question he will ask? First question. Requirement of product. No, wrong. Simple concept. For which requirement? Good, boss. When I say market, I should do market analysis on what? Chatting business, or hospital business, or online business, or supply chain management business, or some gaming business. Are you understanding my words, guys? Correct. Which field? Sir, I should do market analysis on which field? You tell me. Now they say, boss, lay product analyst. There are thousands of hospitals in this world. Okay? Thousands of hospitals in this world. And guys, I have observed that all these hospitals are running their business manually. What is the meaning of this? All these hospitals are running their business, and they're huge hospitals, big hospitals they are, but still they are running their business manually. Means what? They don't use any software. Perfect, simple concept. They don't use any software. Everything they're doing physically. Records they're making physically, bills they're creating physically, doctors are there, doctors are not there, that also physically they're doing. Everything they're doing physically itself. They are not using a software for their business. Okay. See guys, two reasons may be there. Reason number one, they don't want to use software. Reason number two, they don't know about software. Possible, not possible? Always two reasons I'll tell you. One is they don't want. Second thing is they don't know. So now, boss, you do one round of market analysis on hospital. Okay. Hospital, so many patients management is going on. In hospital, so many doctors management is going on. In big hospital, there are thousands of nurses. Okay. And every day, lakhs and lakhs of rupees drugs is sold. Drugs means what? Drugs means don't go to movie only. Medicines and account management, like this many thing is there which hospitals are doing manually. You analyze their hospital market, and you only prepare a requirement. Do you think business analysts will go to the hospitals and say, hey doctor, what you want? If he goes and says, doctor, what he wants, they will say, I want patient, you come inside. They can't go, boss. They can't go. They have to sit based on their experience. They are preparing requirement according to his understanding of the market. Is it risky or not, guys? Is it risky or not? Business analyst job is very simple. Easily he will go to US, UK, Uganda. Aram se customer is giving requirements. He will stay in hotel. He will enjoy and will come. But product analyst will get 15 lakhs more than him only. But obviously the risk is also high. Now, somehow the requirements are ready here also. Now the requirements are ready. So who brought the requirements here? Oracle I'm talking about. Who brought the requirements? Product analyst. Do they have any customer? Right now, do they have any customers? Do they have any customers? Good. No customers, sir. Next. Requirements are ready. Requirements are ready. Developer, start coding and do white box testing. Start coding and do white box testing. Next, application is installed on the test server. Application is installed on the test server. Once application is installed, they will also do FT, they will also do IT, they will also do ST. All entire testing team is going to perform all the types of testing. And now they decided that application is stable. Application is stable where? Application is stable where? Good. Application is stable in the test server. Now, guys, do they have UAT now? Application is stable in the test server. Do they have UAT? No. Perfect. Why no? Why no? Why no? Why no? Why no? Correct. They don't have a customer. They don't have a customer. Second thing, can they go to every hospital and say, hey, hospital, do UAT, do UAT, do UAT? That is also not possible. So everyone is giving correct answer. Sir, they don't have customers. So there is no question of UAT. Now, guys, whatever application they have built here, let's assume some name I'll give you. Hospital management software. Okay, let's assume HMS. Hospital management software. This is a software developed by the Oracle. But Oracle has developed for the hospitals, not for themselves. Now, what Oracle did is take this table application and directly install into the real server. That means UAT is done, UAT is not done. Take this application, directly install into the this real server. UAT is done, not done. Perfect. It is not done. But after installing, listen to the story carefully now. After installing, they said this is a trial version. This is a trial version of HMS for hospitals. This is a trial version of HMS for the hospitals. Like that, they are giving the advertisements. Or this is a free version. This is a trial version. Or this is a free version software. You can use it freely for 10 days to 15 days. Or third important word, this is a beta version, not a beta. This is a beta. We don't call it as a beta. This is a beta version. This is the beta version of my HMS. I'm using Facebook, or I'm using Google, or I'm using Amazon. Suddenly advertisement comes. Solution for hospital, great solution for hospital, HMS, trial version is ready, trial version is ready, trial version is ready. Assume I am the owner of Manipal Hospital or some hospital. When I see this advertisement, what I can do? I saw this advertisement, HMS ready for all hospitals. Trial version is ready. Trial version is ready. Now, guys, some customers will be there. I will download this. I will download this application. I will not contact LA. Why you want to contact the software company, company? Listen, I will download the trial version. I'll download the trial version. See, this fellow may be Manipal Hospital. Okay. So I want to try this trial version. Let me see how it works. Okay. Or the second person, some other hospital. Let's assume some Fortis hospital person. Like this, anyone who is interested, they will download this application and they will start using this application for 10 days, 15 days trial versions. Yes or no? Yes or no? They're downloading and they're using the trial version. Can I say using the trial version is nothing but testing only, guys? Yeah. Using is nothing but what? It's testing only. They are testing whether it suits my business or it will not suit my business. Yes or no? I want to see really whether it suits my business or not. Okay. Now, once I downloaded, once I felt that yes, this is really a very good application, what is the next step? This is a very good software for our business. Wow, it's working wonderfully for a business. What will they do now? They will contact Oracle and they will pay the money and they will purchase this software. Correct. They will buy that. Now the question is, when they are buying, I want to buy HMS, I want to buy HMS, I want to buy HMS. Once Oracle sell this HMS to the Manipal and Fortis and some other hospitals also, who will they give the code to these people? Now all these people are the customers. Will they give code? They will not give code. Correct? 100% they will not give code because can I say this hospital management software is a product of Oracle. This is just a product of Oracle. Okay, I can give you only the application format. And guys, 1 year you can use it for this much money. From second year, if you want to use, again you have to pay me more. Or 3 years you can use it. From fourth year you have to pay me more. And again, if you want any modifications also, you tell me, I'll add some new features and give. If you don't want any features also, I will delete the features and give. And this Oracle will have one customer or multiple customers. One customer or multiple customers. Correct. So now they'll have multiple customers. That means if the product is hit, they make 100 times more money than the service based. Yes or no? If the product is hit, I'm saying. If the product they have built very beautifully, all the customers, many people started using this, then they'll become 100 times richer than the service based company. But imagine, okay, if the product is flop, whatever money they have invested, whatever money they have paid for development team, testing team, product analyst, everyone, it's a failure. Yes or no? Now they say this project is a failure. Are you understanding that bug life cycle word here? Are you understanding that bug life cycle word? The project is a failure means what? We created some project, but people didn't use this. So it's a failure. Now, guys, any company which collects the requirement based on market analysis and sell it to the multiple customer, such a kind of companies, they call it as a product based software companies, because they are creating their own products, but any company which takes a requirement from the customer, develop it, test it, and completely hand it over to the customer, they call it as a service based software. See, product based is also software company only. Why? Product based is also software company only. Why? Simplest answer. Correct, because they are also building softwares only. Let it be service based, let it be product based, they are building softwares only. Yes or no? Now, have you understood the difference between service based and product based? Have you understood the difference between service based and product based? Don't do that. Yes. Second point. Risk is obviously it is high. Forget about all those things. Correct. Second thing is, observe guys, the most important point I want. Now, there is one word here. See, product based companies always they feel proud that we are investing crores and crores of money, but still I'm called as a software company. They are also called a software company. I want some terminologies different from the service based companies. So they say whatever testing we are doing inside the company, okay, understand the concept here. This FT, IT, ST, GST, everything is done inside the company only. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Now, any type of testing which is done inside the company, guys, they started calling it as an alpha testing. That means it is just a word. Yes or no? There is nothing called an alpha testing, I'll tell you. Any type of testing that we do inside an organization, let us call it as a alpha testing. If you want the spelling, ALPHA. This they started calling it as an alpha testing. Okay. Next. See, now product based company, what they will say, okay, alpha testing is going on. Means still that application is getting tested inside the company only. Still is getting tested inside the company. They call it as an alpha testing. And this, guys, this is also one type of testing only. Yes or no? Just now I told you. Download the free version, and they will check whether it is meeting their business need or not. This one, guys, whatever the customers are doing here, right? Correct. Customers is testing in their place. This they started calling it as a beta testing. That means who is doing alpha testing? Who is doing alpha testing? Yes, perfect. Who is doing beta testing? Beta testing is done by the customers. Can I say beta testing is similar to the user acceptance testing? Understand the word beta testing is almost similar to the user acceptance testing. Right word or wrong word? Beta testing is similar to UAT. Right or wrong? Correct, because guys, in UAT also the customers are saying if it suits their business need or not, or whether my business scenarios are working or business scenarios are not working. Even in beta testing also, all customers are seeing whether this application will suit my business or application will not suit my business. So they say beta testing is similar to the user acceptance testing. Is this whole concept clear? Forget about one customer, multiple customers. That concept is clear. Now listen. Now listen. Carefully listen. What points I've covered here is definition of alpha testing, beta testing. I will give you only the definition of alpha, beta testing, beta testing. But what you should understand from this diagram is there are two types of companies, software companies: service-based, product-based. In service-based, business analyst collects the requirement. In product-based, product analyst collects the requirement. Every service-based companies, we have a customer who gives us the requirement. But product-based companies, it is always done based on market analysis. Next, in service-based, the whole product is given to the customer along with the code. But in product-based, we don't give the code to the customer. We give only the application format to the multiple customers. And alpha testing and beta testing are the words which are used in product-based companies. These basic differences, at least I've got a clarity now. But from this whole thing, they will only ask you what is alpha, what is beta. That definition I will give you. But extra knowledge I've given. Yes. Take 5 minutes, neatly write whatever you understood. Neatly write. And you know, guys, product-based companies always pay more. Let it be developer, let it be test engineer. They always pay more salaries, I'll tell you. They always pay more. I'm saying, you know, I said GT Nexus, when we started itself, they gave me 5.5 lakhs, they'll give. Any product-based company, they don't care about percentage also, I'll tell you. Why they're paying more, tell me? Why they're paying more? And they don't care about your percentage. They want a super duper candidate, that's all. Why they'll pay more? Risk is also more. Simple concept. Workload, work is same everywhere, like Vijay Reddy, and you don't want to work and you want salary. Risk is more. They want a super duper candidate. Remember that point. They want a super duper candidate who can think in all the angles. So which company you want job? You want to join which company? Where you want job? Product base. Very good. Now started. First to get a job, then you decide. Don't decide and then join. First to get a job, then you think where to get a job. Now everyone product. You see, your life is only about money only. Your life. Yes, Ganesh. Yes. Answer is yes. Okay, forget. Now neatly write, guys. I'll give you 5 minutes. Neatly write the difference between your service-based, product-based, whatever differences you have understood with the diagram you write. Alpha, beta definition, I'll give you. That's all. Fast. Anyone still writing, guys? Anyone still writing fast? Okay, write fast. No, write fast. Yes, sir. In product-based companies, PA create the requirements. You cannot say PA collect the requirements. He only creates it. He understands the market, and then he's going to create it. So yes, sir. Amit Kumar, one-time payment. So you forget about payment, right? Technically, you write, like, why they want make one-time payment or two-time payment? Technically, what I understood, you right? Ganesh, when they release the beta version into the market, okay, they have a column called as feedback only. Feedback, contact us. Everything is given in the application. So people who like that software, directly they can contact them. Or any feedbacks are given. Who are interested, they give feedbacks also. Before business manually, what? Pooja Kumara. The what before? Nothing. Well, I said they're doing their business manually. Okay, guys. Done. Everyone copied. Almost 10-12 minutes you have taken. Done. Okay. As I said, they'll only ask you what is the difference between your alpha and beta testing. Product-based software company is the owner of an application. Obviously, yes, that is what I've told you, Shubham. HMS is a product of Oracle. All right, guys. Right. Point number one. Point number one. Alpha and beta testing. Alpha and beta testing are the terminologies. Alpha and beta testing are the terminologies used in product-based companies only. Alpha and beta testing are the terminologies used in product-based software companies only. Used in software.
Sir.
ಹೇಳಿ ಮರಿಯಾ.
ಸರ್ ಇವತ್ತೇನಾದ್ರೆ ಫೀಸ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ದಿರೋ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡೋದಾ ಸರ್ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ?
ನಾಳೆ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ.
ನಾಳೆ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ಸಾಲಿಡೇಟೆಡ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು.
ಹೊಸ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ವಾ? ಹೊಸ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್
ಅದ್ರದಲ್ಲೇ ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀವು ಒಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್. ನಾನು ಹೊಸ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ.
ಓಕೆ
ಸರ್.
Done in product based companies only. The second point, alpha testing. One line definition of alpha testing. It is a type of testing. Alpha testing, it is a type of testing which is done by the test engineers, at development site. Which is done by the test engineer at developer's site. In the bracket you write, remember developer site means in the bracket you write where the application was developed. When I say done by test engineers at developer site means where the application was developed. So the bracket you write it as where the application was developed. Where the application was developed. Dana. Beta testing. Next line. Beta testing. It is a type of testing. Which is done by the users. At customer's site. Which is done by the users at the customer's site. In the bracket you can write where the users uses the application. Customer side means where the users uses the application. Where the user uses the application. Dana. Next, write one note. Note. Notice beta testing done in product-based companies. Beta testing done by the product-based companies. Is similar to beta testing done by the product-based company is similar to The user acceptance testing is similar to the user acceptance testing done in service-based companies. Is similar to user acceptance testing done in service-based companies because service-based company, because in both of these, because in both of these, the user is checking, because in both of these the user is checking if the application meets their business need or not. Because in both of these, user is checking if the application meets their business need or not. If the application meets their business need or not. That's all, guys. This is the only expected question. What is alpha testing and what is beta testing? Have you understood this? Service based, product based, alpha, beta, done. Okay, good. Let's quickly, let us go to the next topic. See, any project in this world, any project or any company is developing a software, let it be service based, let it be product based. What is the first basic thing which they want? Let it be service, let it be product, whatever it is, what is the first basic thing they want? Is the requirement, correct? Without having the requirement document, because it's a reference for everything. For coding also it's a reference. For testing also it's reference. So requirements is a reference for every document. Now, one topic I'll teach you. Practically, this topic is not implemented anywhere, but every interview they're asking this question. I'll repeat that, listen once again. Practically, that implementation is not there anywhere. What time was there when they used to do it? But now what I'm saying is, nowadays this concept is not implemented anywhere, but every interview they're asking because it was an old concept. Is the first statement clear for everyone? Is the first statement clear? Yes? Okay, guys. Now observe. In interview, they're asking one question, boss. Application is ready or the software is ready. Okay. But requirement is not there. Requirement is not there. Now you don't ask me, sir, why requirement is not there, sir? That is not at all the topic here. The application is somehow ready. One developer, 2-3 friends, they have created the application. 2-3 friends have created the application, but they don't have a requirement, or requirement is there, but it is not clear. Okay, any word we want, we can use it. Okay, so requirement is there, but it is not clear. It is not at all clear. Whatever they have written, right? Randomly they have written. Only for their understanding they have written. Now the first question is, guys, think and give me the answer. In this situation, application is ready, but requirement is not there, or requirement is not at all clear. Will you test or you will not test the application? They're asking in interview. You are in, assume you went for interview. Will you test or you will not test? Not test. Good. Why you are saying not test? Oh, test. Very good. How you will test? Some Tippaswamy, some 4-5 people, they're saying, I'll test, sir. How? Correct. Many people are saying, no, sir, without requirements, we can't test, sir. We should not test also. Else, whatever testing we are doing, that is also waste only. Yes or no? Whatever testing is done, that is also waste itself. First answer is no only, guys. Yes, sir, I will not test, sir. Because without having requirements, if I test, the application will not be stable. Yes or no? Is it clear for everyone? And most important thing is, sir, I don't have knowledge. See, more than requirement, sir, correct. We can't find the bugs also. Since I don't have a proper knowledge of that application, I can't test that application. That is an answer which you are giving. Now guys, if I give you Gmail for testing, can you test the Gmail? Gmail or WhatsApp or Facebook, if I give, can you test or not? One person is saying no, all are saying yes. People are saying yes, 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 yes. How? On what basis you are saying yes? Tell me. Many people are saying yes, sir, we can test it. Good, because we have a knowledge. We know how to use it. Because requirement is there. Nimajji is there. Like Amit Kumar. Do you have a Gmail requirement with you? What you are talking? Answer is we have a knowledge. We are using that application last 5-6 years or 10 years. Since I'm using that application, I have a knowledge. Now carefully listen, guys. That means you see the application knowledge can be obtained in 2 ways. You are only saying, see, in the company, we are referring to the requirement to get a knowledge. Gmail, I don't require requirement because I already have a knowledge. That means application knowledge can be gained in 2 ways. One is referring to the requirement, and the second thing is using the application. Yes or no? Yes or no? I can get the knowledge in 2 ways, either by referring or by using. So now you tell me, if requirement is not there or requirement is not clear, but somehow you got the knowledge, can you test or not? Correct, you got the knowledge. Okay, so guys, in interview, when they ask you this question, boss, application is not ready, application is ready, requirement is not there, or requirement is not clear, can you test? You say, now you say, yes, sir, yes. How? Very simple. Point number 1, you give me the application first. Okay, give me the application. Let me explore the application. See, do you know difference between explore and discover? Do you know the difference? Discover and explore. What's the difference? Anyone tell me? Let me see. Yes, sir. What is the difference? Discover. Discover means invention. Exploring means after discover, explore. Okay, good. So today open dictionary and you read it. Leave it. I understood your English. Open dictionary and you see that. Okay, listen. When I say explore the application means take the application, use it in all the possible ways. See, first time when you are using WhatsApp or first time when you're using Gmail, no one has given you the training, guys. Yes or no? Did anyone give you the training? No. Correct. No one has given us a training. I used it in all different ways. First, I entered one value. It was saying error. Again, second combinations I tried. Again, it says error. Third combination I tried. Then it says, okay, accepted. Now you came to know, okay, this is how we should do it. Okay. So when I say first one, explore the application means you open the application, open the features, you use it in all the possible ways. Whatever is possible, you use it. Second, when you explore the application, you will get a product knowledge. Yes or no? 2 times you may do mistake, 3 times you may do mistake, but after that you are going to get a knowledge. Now you got the knowledge. But guys, you got the knowledge after exploring. If you quit the company, if a new person come, what is the problem? Tell me. You quit, new person come, what's the problem? He may not have knowledge and again he has to sit and explore it. He can't understand. Again, he has to sit and explore everything. Correct, from the beginning. So better, guys, after you get a product knowledge, prepare a test document so that anyone can use in further or future. You neatly write whatever knowledge you got, right? You write it. Do like this, do like this, do like this, do like this. Everything you document. Then you start testing the application. Are you understanding these 4 points first of all? Are you understanding these 4 points? Yes. Now tell me how these 4 points are different from the normal procedure. One simple difference is there. What is the difference? How these 4 points are different from the normal procedure? Time consuming. Karma wale. You fellows only think about next whatever I've written. Normal procedure, we get the knowledge based on requirement. But here we are getting the knowledge based on our usage only, or based on exploring. Is that sentence clear? Normal process, we get the knowledge based on requirement, but here we get the knowledge based on exploring the application. Now this approach, they call it as a exploratory testing. Easy. So when they say exploratory testing, whenever they say exploratory testing, sir, here we are going to explore the application, get the product knowledge, prepare a test document so that anyone can use it, and start testing the application. This concept, they call it as a exploratory testing. That's what, this is a simple definition. Is it clear? Why do we go for exploratory testing? What is an answer? Very simple concept it is. Why do we go for exploratory testing? What is the answer we should give? Why? That's all. We don't have requirements. We don't have requirements. When do we go for exploratory testing? When? Answer is same or not? Answer is same or not? Why? Because there is no requirement. When there is no requirement. How means which one you should tell. Okay, how to do exploratory testing? How to do exploratory testing? These 4 points you have to talk. So listen carefully. When they ask you what is exploratory testing, guys, please start from here. Please start from here, sir. Whenever the application is ready, you should listen when I'm telling this, okay? When they ask to define me exploratory testing, or what is exploratory testing, why exploratory testing is required, when do we go for exploratory testing? For everything, you have to give all these points. What, when, why, how, for everything, this is an answer. Am I clear? You cannot use one word in the interview. Whenever the application is ready, but requirement is not there, then such cases we do exploratory testing by exploring the application. That is how you have to speak. When the application is ready, but you talk about this. Am I clear? Definition, when, why, what, everything is clear. Good. Wait, let me finish the next one also. You only tell me, is exploratory testing good or bad? It's a simple common sense question, guys. Is it good or it's bad? It's bad only. One second. 100% exploratory testing is bad, correct? Then why are you doing it? When you know that it is bad, then why are you doing it? For customer, answer is just now I told you. When, what, why, everything is requirement is not there. We don't have option. What else I can do, boss? You are only saying that requirement is not there. When you are saying requirement is not there, I should go for exploratory testing. Yes or no? Yes. Now the only next expected question is, what are the disadvantages of this exploratory testing? Straightforward answer. First one, your favorite one, sir, it is time consuming, because if you have a reference document or if you have a requirement document, it's very easy to see the requirement document and test it. But here, since we don't have the requirement properly, we spend a lot of time only in exploring. Possible, not possible? If you have a requirement document, within 1 week, I can understand the application. But if it is not there, it may take 1 month also. It will take 1 month also, correct? So first answer, it is time consuming process. Second one, guys, 1 minute, guys, 1 minute. Okay, second problem, you should listen carefully, guys. See, I am testing. Somehow I'm testing based on my product knowledge. But when I'm testing, guys, accuracy will not be there because sometimes the feature is working properly only, but I'm thinking it's a bug. Or ulta can happen. I found a bug, but I don't know that it's a bug. I am thinking it's a feature. Can it happen? Are you understanding this first of all? Whatever the functionality is working fine, I am thinking it's a bug. It's a bug. Or I found a bug, but I don't know that it is a bug. Pooja Kumari, I expected a lot. Expected. Because directly your mindset is what, I know, I don't understand. English also, if you don't understand, what I will do. Like. Okay, listen, guys. 1 second, listen. Assume that you don't know calculations. Can you assume? Assume you don't know symbols. Plus, minus, genus, multiplication, division, you don't know. But believe me, this is just an English statement I have written a lie. Feature can be misunderstood as a bug and bug can be misunderstood as a feature. Okay, listen. Assume you don't know calculation. You don't know calculation. You started testing a calculator, that is exploratory testing. Is the scenario first of all clear? I don't know calculation. They gave me calculator. I started testing. Requirements are not there. So when I started testing, first I did 5 plus 4. I did, guys. Okay. 5 plus 4 is equal to, I don't know the answer. Why I'm saying I don't know the answer? No requirement. First time I'm seeing the calculator. There is no requirement. I got answer as 1. Just assume I got answer as 1. Next. Oh, is it 5 plus 4? It is giving us 1. Next. Let me try the next one. I tried 4 plus 5. I tried. And I got the answer as minus 1. I don't know. Now you tell me, what is the mindset of a test engineer? You tell me. Please use common sense here at least. Now, what is the mindset of a test engineer? Or he did what, 2. Okay. Plus 2. Some combinations he's trying. He got answer as 0. What is his mindset? No, not whether right or wrong. I am exploring. No confusion. Why will he get confused? He don't know plus the symbol only. Now his mindset is, this plus symbol means what? Now he will okay. This means, now he decided that this symbol means from today. Because see, your teacher has taught you all these symbols, everything. This symbol means it does subtraction. Perfect. That is his mindset now. Yes or no? Have you understood this example first of all? So from today, okay, this means it's a subtraction. Because whatever my teacher will tell, that is what I will also learn, right? Like that, when I was exploring, I took this conclusion. Pooja Rani, is it clear? This example is clear first of all. Next, guys. Next. After some days, let's say 1 month, 2 months, same thing I was doing like this. 5 minus 4 is equal to, I got 1. Wait, I'll come back. Don't worry. Wait. Oh, is it? Why this is happening? 4 minus 5. I got answer is equal to minus 1 only. And I did 2 minus 2 is equal to, I got 0 only. Now I am saying, developer. First you did this. After 1.5 months, you started testing once again because you are busy testing something else. Now you are saying, developer, I found a bug. Developer, I found a bug. Why you are saying that this is a bug? Tell me first of all. Why you are thinking it's a bug? Don't get say confused. You will get confused. You are saying same thing. Why you are saying that is because previous mindset. Because my mindset was plus means it should do subtraction. But now there is one more symbol which is also doing same operation. Understand? Plus means subtraction. This is what my mindset was before 1 month. Now one more symbol is there. That is also acting like minus subtraction only. Are you understanding, guys? If you have understood, you tell me which one out of these two examples, which one is an example for feature can be misunderstood as a bug, which is an example. Feature is misunderstood as a bug. Since I don't have the knowledge, or since I don't have the requirement, feature is misunderstood as a bug. Which one? Example number 1 or example number 2? Assume this is an example number 1 and this is example number 2. Think and then give the answer. Today also when I teach also I think and give the answer. I don't simply throw that I know the knowledge. Second one. Correct. So feature can be misunderstood as a bug is nothing but this one. Actually it is a feature only, but now I'm misunderstanding it as a bug. Yes. Now bug is misunderstood as a feature. Can I tell this example? Actually it is a bug. But since I don't know and I don't have a reference document, I'm thinking that this is a feature. Understood? Easy. See, you don't have to explain these examples. First of all, this English is only enough for him to understand. Since you're not understanding 5 words English also, I'm telling my karma, that's all. Okay, guys. So can I say these two are the disadvantages of exploratory testing? These are the disadvantages of exploratory testing, right or wrong? Now, whenever you say this disadvantage, again he will ask, when so much disadvantage is there, then why are you doing it? When so much disadvantage is there, then why are you doing it? Correct. Because there is no other option. I don't have requirement, boss. When I don't have requirements, I have to go for this. Have you understood, guys? Have you understood this? Yes. So these are the only 2 questions they are expecting. So you write now, whenever they ask definition, how, give, when, why, process, you have to tell this one as a complete answer you have to give. Disadvantages, you tell these 2 points. Write neatly. Take 5 minutes, neatly write. Don't ask me that question. Sir, how an application is ready, sir? That is none of our business. In interview, I didn't tell him. He only asked me that question. Yes or no? Did I say that application is developed without requirement, guys? He is asking, so I'm giving answer. Obviously, Mahesh Sahu, if you're doing exploratory testing, every feature you have to explore, right? Every feature you have to explore. You cannot explore only one feature. The whole application, each and every feature needs to be explored. For everything, this answer, guys, your definition, you should give the same point. Or they'll ask you what is exploratory testing, or they ask you when you do exploratory testing, or they'll ask you why exploratory testing is required, or they let them ask you how it is done. Everything, this is only the answer. Sir, for tomorrow's mock, which all topic we have to prepare? Hey, I'll not answer. 10 times I've told yesterday. Don't ask me that question only. 10 times I've told. Now you are asking. You ask your friends, Abhishek Patro, Abhinash Patro. You ask your friends, they will tell you. Regarding mark, everything I'll tell you, you prepare, that's all first. You prepare tomorrow. First of all, I'll have class 8 o'clock. After class, I'll talk about the mock. You prepare. Stop asking me how will you conduct, who will conduct. Anyone still writing? Don't make this right, okay, right. But don't make it take 2 minutes, no problem. But don't write wrong things. That is very important for me, guys. Don't write extra points which I have not told based on your assumptions. Please don't write. Don't do that mistake. Others, it's same only. It's the same only. ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನೋಡು. Copy it, guys. Okay, done. Observe now. I'll stop it here. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. First, I'll teach you the differences between all those QA, QC. Then I'll complete ad hoc testing also tomorrow. So all of you, let's meet tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, guys. Done. So this topic is completed. That's all. This is simple, this much only. Done, guys. Bye, everyone. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Let's meet. So what you are asking, Amit Kumar, what point we have to write? For what? What point you are talking about? Here I've given, right? Application knowledge, don't you write if you want. This is just a note. Application knowledge can be achieved either by referring to the document or by using the application. Both ways we can do it. But the perfect way is obviously by referring to the requirements only. Just a note. Done, guys. So tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, we'll meet them.